Alright, now we're gonna have to see what condition the engine is in. No clicks there. Custom. Hard to open one-handed. Heavy hood. Alright, let me set the camera down and we'll get this into service position so I can get my head under here. Much better. Alright. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at? So I guess the first order of business, we can put a wrench on here and see if the engine turns over. Or we can give it some power and see if this sets anything on fire. And see if we can turn it over with the starter. Let's check the oil and see if there's any oil in here. We'll go through some of the fluids and maybe check that voltage. What's the year on this battery anyway? Whoa, it's 1112, so only 12 years old. It's probably dead, probably stone dead. Let's go through some things. Alright, so I've done some things here. My battery charger is too smart to charge the battery. I'm wondering if there's some kind of internal problem with the battery, as it won't let me put my jump box on it and turn it on either. So what I'm going to do here is I've got this set up to just send power, and I was going to try and hook it up to here to see what's going to happen. Probably get some sparks. Nope, no sparks. But now the car should have power. It should have 12 volts. And maybe I give it a turn on the interior and see what kind of power we have inside. All right, here we are. Oh, there's a glow light. Got a quarter tank of fuel. We're neutral. Here we go. Glow it again. Glow light goes out. It turns over, so that's good news. I think we might just need some more voltage to this thing. Get another battery in here. Check the oil and, like I said, the fluids before we do any of this. Oh, custom light off. Oh, that should be off. That's off. On is off. Off is on. Oh no. All right, let's get to some fluids. What do we have for fluids? I was suspicious because it didn't seem like this was leaking oil all over my driveway, so my first thought is that it doesn't have any in it. It seems to be the OM617 job to leak oil. Check that out. Full, black and full. I don't even know what it looks like in here. Wow, it looks actually really good. Let me see if I can get the camera in there and see this. Can't really see those camshafts, but they look pretty good. Pretty shiny. No scoring. At least on those ones anyway. That's good news. Lift up, it says. Looks pretty empty. Could fill that up with some water. There's something in here. he's got one bolt in that fan to hold the belt on. I might throw some more bolts in there. So that power steering fluid, that should be ATF and not stop leak power steering goo from AutoZone. Looks like ATF. Mostly ATF. Well, should probably do some new fuel in the fuel filter, or some vegetable oil in the fuel filter, fresh diesel in the line, or diesel purge, and get some real juice to this thing and see if we can crank it over. All right, so I think the next order of business is to remove this old filter and replace that. Put some diesel purge in there and some kind of other fluid. I don't know if I have diesel around, if I have to take it out of one of my other cars. And then by that time, I think that the battery from my other car will be charged up enough that I can connect it, and we'll crank it over a little bit and see if we can get this thing to start up. I'm gonna go silent here on the video because I've got a fan. It's rather hot out. I want to run the fan while I work on stuff. Does diesel fuel even go bad? I'm gonna try and start this on the jump pack. I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, we don't have enough cranking amps, I don't think, here to kick this over on just the jump pack. Gonna have to get a battery in here. Right, Otto?
All right, it's been about a week since I took any video on the new 123. I'm gonna call this car Frenchie because it was delivered in France. I did a little look up on the VIN, and then imported it into Boston in 82 or 83. I did some stud welding here and pulled this out a little bit. I've sourced new Euro headlight. This grill was in my house garage. I've got to put that in. But what I did was, while trying to start it, did a voltage drop test, and there wasn't really any drop. Maybe half a volt at most. But the starter was just weak. So I've got new Bosch starter going in, right buddy? And hopefully we can get this thing to turn over with more power, pump some fuel up to these injectors, and fire up today. We'll see what we can do. Before I try to fire this car up again, I'm gonna swap out this filter because they are not supposed to be black. That hose too. I think that hose leaks some diesel fuel.